Hello guys, I hope you all will be fine. So today's topic is a CRUD operation using ASP.NET C Sharp and MS SQL Server. So let's start without any wasting time. So this is a Visual Studio. This is a basically editor, and this one is a SQL Server. So database related to, here I will work related to DB work, and so I'm going to take a new project. So click on File and click on New and click on Project. So I will develop ASP.NET web application. So I'm just select ASP.NET web application. You can create multiple softwares like web application, desktop application, Windows application, and mobile application and iOS application. But we are going to develop web application. So I'm just selected ASP.NET web application. So here I am going to name web 2. This is our directory and click on OK. So here is asking with me that which type of software you want to implement, like on web forms, on MVC, on web API, on single page application, or Azure API, or empty. So I'm going to work on web forms, and later on I will also work on MVC. So just selected web forms and click on OK. So it's creating. So finally project is created. Default page is by default coming. It's treat like as index page. So we just delete it and going to take new one. So right click our solution and click on add and click on web form. So I'm going to name your default. Okay. So this is our default page. So let's design something like a form. So I don't have a downloaded bootstrap, so I'm just taking a CDN from W3 school. Bootstrap CDN W3 school. So this is a bootstrap CDN, this content delivery network. By using this, we don't need to install bootstrap in our local project. So I'll paste it in head tag. So let's design a form div class container. Here I'm taking a row class row div class colon d12. I'm taking a label name and some mandatory span. Style I'm using inline CSS. Color red. Next. I'm going to take one text box. So ASP colon text box run at equal to server. I'm going to give the ID for name like txt name placeholder integer. So if I will see this on Google Chrome, you can see a form with label name and one text box. Please wait, it's loading. So you can see label with mandatory and one text box is there. Enter your name, it is a placeholder property. So I'm going to give the CSS for this form minus control. Okay, so let's take some more controls like a drop down and date something qualification. So I will take drop down speed optim list PDL qualification. Speed list item, select, update, PCA, MCA, take, MTake, and PGDC. Let's take one more control. Here I will give the CSS slash equal to form minus control. Like date of birth. We'll take a text box as text box and text mode equal to date type. Add equal to run at equal to server. Sorry, CSS minus control. I'm going to take one more control. Mobile number. Txt mobile. And one more property is there, text mode equal to number. We set max length for this text. I'm going to take one more control like status. Oh, just delete it. So final I am going to take a one button which is a submit and reset. Edit and submit. CSS VPN minus success. Okay. And another one is a btn reset, btn minus um, primary, and name for this submit and finish. So let's see designing on Chrome. Just refresh this. You can see this is our designing. This is a name text box, and this is a drop down for qualifications, and this is a date of birth. Here date calendar is not showing. I think something is missing. So yeah, from date time I will take only date. Just refresh, and now you can see the date calendar is coming. And this one is a number field. Here only you can type numbers, not digit characters. Okay, so now we will create a structure in DB related to this form. So let's go to DB. So our SQL server. So just connect it and click on new query. So I am creating here a fresh database. I create database YouTube. Now I'm going to use this particular database. Then I will write a huge database name. Select and execute. So you can see YouTube. So I will create a table related to this form. So create table, table name. I can give TBL underscore student. ID, I'm taking int, identity, family key. So what will do this identity? So identity will give auto generate value for this particular ID. You don't need to insert this. So second one is our name, varchar 150. Third one is a qualification, qualification varchar 250. Date of birth, yob varchar 50. Mobile number, mob. So I'm going to varchar and 15. For this TOB, you can also take date time. ID, name, qualification, DOB, mobile. Yeah, everything is there. So for mobile, I'm going to varchar because if anyone type like plus 91, so that's why I'm going to take var and select this one and click on execute. So table has been created successfully. So now I'm going to create a one procedure for insert the data into table. Okay, so here we will write the query for procedure. I'm just commenting here. Author shows purpose. What is the purpose of this procedure? Insert students code created on July 22. create procedure name, search students, and let's take variables. And last one, I'm going to take mode, batch, begin. If mode equal yes, insert code if mode equal update repeating update code. So let's start this procedure. So here I am going to take all the parameters for inserting in our table. One more is a mode. So by using this mode, I will work on two scenarios. Like if mode equal insert, ins means insert, then we will do insert code here. And if mode equal to update, upd means update, then I will do update code here. Okay, so let's start with insert into table name, which is table student. Here I will specify column names, so name, comma, qualification, comma, DOB, comma, MOB, and values. Here I will give these parameters. So name at the rate, so at the rate name, comma, qualifications, DOB, MOB, two, three, four, two, three, four. Okay, this column names values and this values should be the same. So here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Both are equal. Let's start update code. Update table name set column name. The name equal column value which is at the rate name, comma, qualification at the rate qualification, comma, DOB equal at the rate DOB, comma, MOB equal at the rate MOB, where ID equal this. Sorry. Okay. Let's execute this procedure. Now I'm going to implement this code using Visual Studio. So for this BTN submit, I will create one on click function. On click this. So if I will see on .aspx.cs page, so right click and click on view code, then you can see this BTN submit click function is already generated here. So we will do insert and update insert code here. Okay, so let's config the DB connection, SQL connection on full name SQL connection. Add the namespace using system.data.sql client. It will be fine. And I'm taking this object for this class. And now I will paste here. To Server Explorer. I'm adding this add connection. Is that what is not showing? We can take from here. Right click on properties. And I will paste this connection string here. Initial catalog of YouTube. As you can see, YouTube is there. So let's create a separate method for this. Click void save student report. Here try block batch section ex so ex. This one is over. Fine. So in try block we will write the code for save this student report. And what will do catch block? So if any exception occurs in try block, then it will come automatically in catch block. And then you can see what is the exception in our code. Okay, so let's start. So I am created SQL connection class object which is a con. So let's start from SQL command class. SQL command cmd equal SQL command. Here inside this I will give the procedure name. What is the procedure name? Procedure name is insert students. Here I will specify SQL connection class object, which is a con. Now I will add all the parameters. cmd.parameters dot add with value and parameter value and parameter name and parameter value. Just take four. First one is a ID. Right. Second one is a name. Third one is a qualification. Fourth one is a DOB. And MOB, more, which is a mode. So here I will give name value. So this is in what this ID txt name dot text qualification. So this is in what DDL qualification dot select item dot text. Here I will give the date of birth. So this is convert dot date time txt DOP. So now I will give mobile number. So this is in txt mob dot and mode. Here I will give insert mode, which is a INS. Stop it and paste. Now all the parameters I have done. cmd dot command type equal command type dot stored procedure, and I'm going to take int I equal cmd dot execute non-query. This execute non-query function will return either in int value, either in boolean value. So that's why I'm taking here int data type. Either we can take also boolean data type. So if this will execute successfully, then it will return greater than 0 value, which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, anyone. But it, it should be greater than 0. So if I is greater than 0, then our code is successfully executed. So here I will give the message for this. So response write script purge alert student else. If it will not execute, then I will specify the message for this. Sorry, something went wrong. I forget to do one thing, which is a con object. So we will open the connection first. Con dot open. It's a property, And when this will successfully executed, then I will close this connection code. Close. Finally, you can also close this state. So now I will call this function in our btn submit code. Save in the code. So if everything will be fine, then you can see the result. Okay. I want to do work for reset also, so I'm going to create a on-click function for this also. Reset, then reset, try, touch, exception index. So here on reset button, I will reset all the controls value. Txt name dot text null. Txt mob dot text should be txt mob dot text should be, and drop down value also detail correction dot clear selection. Let's start the debug. I'm filling all the controls value because I have not implemented validation. It's showing only asterisk symbols, but I have not implemented it validation value. Later on I will implement also it. String hash selected date. For example, there are no any validation. So 10 9 9 3 5 1 4 9 student created. So that's mean the insert statement are successfully executed. So if we will see in database inside this table, then I can see the all records. So select test from table. You can see the values is there. Testing by iOS in name section, BTech in qualification section, DOB in DOB section, and MOB mobile number in MOB section. So what we will do next? Let's test reset functionality. So I'm just click on reset. Yeah, it's clear. Okay, so we will do one thing. When this code has been executed successfully, then must be controls values should clear. So when if I is greater than 0 and in the message, so before message, okay, it's on debugging mode, just stop it. Yeah, paste. Now it will be fine. So what I will do next? So now I want to show these values on particular that page. So let's design something like a table. So let's take this table design from W3 school. Buddhist. Let's take this one. So I'm just copy from here from this div. This div. Let's go to workload. Dating. Just comment out this section table. Just take a one row, div class. Inside this row, I pasted that code. Name, qualification, lobby, organism, mobile and edit and delete. I will set dynamic values here. Just clearing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 small 6. 5 here. Table minus. So I will show the data by using ASP repeater, and on next video we will talk about ASP grid view. So ASP repeater add to ready RPT and data. This is working like a loop. I have put it 1 tr inside this repeater. What this will do, like I have 30 records in our table, so this will generate automatically 30 tr, and in 30 tr you can see all the data. Okay, Let's create a procedure for showing this data. So select from this TS is a object of this TVL student table. So by object we will initialize all the columns name TS dot ID H comma TS dot name H student name comma TS dot qualification H qualification comma TS dot DOB H data. So here I will check is null. If is null, then run see. So this is null function. If in this table, if the name value is null, then this will return blank, not null. So let's execute this procedure and check the XCC. You can see data is coming. So let's implement this procedure also. Public void find students. Just created one function for this using try catch block for exception handling. SQL data doctor class DA new SQL data class SQL command cmd new SQL command. Here I will paste this procedure name, which is a view student report. Here I will initialize the connection, which is a con, and right now we don't have any parameters, so we don't implement that cmd dot parameters something. Okay, cmd dot command type equal command type dot store procedure and da dot select command equal to let's create taking a data table, the table dt data table, add the namespace. Here I am taking data table because it's returning a single table values. If it will returning multiple table values, then we can take here data set because data set is the collection of data tables. So dt dot fill da dot fill. So if dt dot pose dot count greater than 0, for it I am checking if dt is not equal to null. And dt dot rows dot count is greater than 0. That means dt not equal to null. In dt we have the values and dt dot rows dot count is greater than 0. That means the count of this dt must have greater than equal to 0. So rpt dot data source dt dt dot data byte dot open dot. So let's call this function on page load event. Let's initialize these particular values in this td. So I'm using eval function for this. You can use also like bind function, which is using in grid view. But right now I'm using eval function. Hash eval value student name, because first one is a name. So in first td I will initialize the student name. Just copied it and paste in all for reducing the time. And in second one qualification, we will initialize qualification column. In third one date of birth. In fourth one mobile number. Oh, I have not taken mobile in this query. Okay, so comma a dot mob ts dot mob as mobile. So let's alter this procedure. After date of birth, mobile number, which is a this one. And after mobile number, we have to th for edit and delete. And we will take one button for edit, sp net server id equal to and edit command name edit student and command argument well that the id which is a unique. Let's copy this one and paste it out. Paste command name delete student ptn delete use by edit and delete. Now going to run this one. Oh, any error record, parsing error. I think something is missing. Okay, let's see. Just stop debiting. Let's see. You can see the data is there inside this table. Okay, so what we will do next? So I will do, if user click on edit, then these values must be filled automatically on the controls, and here from submit button must be appears like a update button, and if user will click on delete, then record should be delete from this table. So let's work for this. So stop debugging So if any user save this student report, then if this will done successfully, so after successfully executed, I will call this find students function. So in repeater, we have one property which is a on row on item command. We'll implement try catch for exception handling. So if command name, sorry, dot command name equal edit student. Then we will work for this edit student. If this command name equal delete student, then we will work for delete student. So let's create a one function for update. I just copied this same function, renaming, save to update. Procedure is same, all is same because I have already said to you that this procedure will work for both scenarios, for insert and update. But we need to change only mode value. So here we will initialize mode value to ins to upd means update. So now it will work for update and must be initialize this value id. So I'm taking int type of id. I will initialize this id. Change the method message from student created to student updated. Now, right. Now I will call this function inside repeater command. I'm taking id equal convert dot 2 in 32 e dot command argument dot text. Calling this update to report function. I'm passing this variable id. That's done. Now we will do for delete student report. So let's create a separate procedure for this. Create procedure, delete student. I will give parameter that get id, get type int, match begin int, Here I will initialize the query, delete from table name is a tbl underscore student, where id equal to at the rate. This is complete also. Execute this. Back to the code. I'm taking in type of id command argument. Sorry, I forgot to initialize the object. Command dot string should convert it to int. Convert dot to int. SQL command cmd new SQL command. Oh, okay. Actually, guys, I will do code here for if any user click on edit report, then values of the columns must be filled in controls. But here I have written the code for update values. So we will fix it. Don't worry. I'm calling this procedure here, data student. I'm slicing spawn object, cmd parameters dot add with value, which is a at the rate id, cmd we open state for connection string and taking in type of variable I, cmd dot execute query will return greater than 0, and that means our record has been deleted successfully. Third, record deleted, and call the function by student. Else, sorry, something. Now we will do here some creating. Oh, what's not executing as begin? Sorry, it must be coming begin to end section. Now it will be fine. Now will execute this, then it will be successfully executed. Oh, something is wrong. Windows search services.msc. Let me check SQL. Let's start. Now it's running. Go back to SQL server and connect. Now it's connected. Just click on execute. Oh, it's already executed, guys. So I'm going to create open procedure to select any specified data. Like we have a student ID 5 and I want to see only student ID 5 record. So we will create procedures for this. Can handle it in this procedure, but anyway, I'm created a new one. I'm doing comment here. Select student ID, guys. And create ID. Hit this one. Match. So use where pause where ts dot id at the rate. Let me plug in the system. Okay, it's executed. So I will use this procedure now. Go back to code. I'm just copy this section out here. Change the procedure name and add parameter. This is add ID. I'm going to pass value. So int id equal convert dot int t dot command argument dot to string. So if dt dot rows dot count is greater than 0, then we will initialize the values in controls. So like txt name dot text equal dt dot rows 0 0, and we will initialize the value for this, which is a student name, and we will parse it in a string dot to string, and later on I will initialize mobile number value txt for dt dot. I'm just copying this one and paste it out. Only change the value here, mov to mobile number, and will initialize qualification value as well. So tdl qualification dot selected item dot text, copy it out, paste here the page qualification, and now date of birth. So txt dob dot text equal convert dot to string, and value is for dob in date of birth. So dt dot rows 0 and column. Okay? And I'm going to take one hidden field, like here we can take, anywhere we can take, like ASP hidden field not equal to server id stn id. So we will initialize this id value in hidden field. So stn id dot value equal convert dot to int, and change here from id and name. So here I will go to take one more button for update. Inside this ASP link button, then it equal to server and id equal to btn update, and one click and visible equal to false. By default it will not show on page, and text date css class btn minus danger. So what I will do, try catch and finally non-planar finally will be fine. So I have created a separate function for update students like this. So update report htn id dot. Okay, so let's convert it into int. Int id equal htn id dot value and convert dot to int 32 get start approach. Here I will slash this value. Now it will be fine. So in this function, if it will successfully done, then we will display none this button and display block save button. So btn update dot visual false and btn save button submit button visible true. It means if any user updated their record and it will be updated, then update button will be false, update button will not show, and submit button will show. This will correct. And in save button, I think everything fine. Yeah. Okay. So when user click on an edit button, then we need to show this update button so that user can take action for this. So btn update dot visible true and btn save submit dot visible false. Means if user want to edit their report, then if they will click on edit, then they will then code execute in this block, and in this block we will do that update button will show and submit button will not show. Okay, let's test all the scenarios on page. Okay, so let's add another students like testing with someone. I've just selected qualification BTech and his date of birth 2 and mobile number is 9934514493. Once submit, student created, okay, and record is also you can see. And if they will click on edit, yeah, all the values in field in controls, and you can see the update button appears now and submit button is not appear. So if they will like edit testing with Yansh update, oh, I think update functionality is not working. So let's debug it out. No problem. On update. Yeah, ID is there. So click on F11. Let's go to in the section. Okay. 10 F10 F10 F10. Oh, problem is in this section. Okay. 10. Oh, okay. So let's resolve this. Actually, when I click on edit, then the date of birth value is not binding in this date of birth control. Let's understood. So let's take for now SP date. Now you can see. Get it? Launch date. I don't want that key. Executed student updated. And you can see. So testing with the glance. If I will delete this, can delete. Key procedure of action expects ID which was not applied. Hmm. Okay, simd dot parameters dot add with the low get ID is implemented. Action dot approach. No problem. Let's stop the game. We'll delete student. So SP help text. Delete student. Their ID is there and ID just specified. Also this procedure. I think now it will be right. Let's test again. on delete and debug it out. Here I have value 2, it will be fine. Oh, something is missing from my end. Let me check. Oh, I have not specified that which type of command this. Sorry, stop, and here I will specify safety dot command type equal command type dot stored procedure. Now it will be work. Let's test without any debugging. Delete, record deleted. Only one record is there. I'm added again. And created, which is there. Test. If you will click on edit, and all the controls is filled automatically. So I'm changed it something like, because there are no any validation, so we can type anything. And I'm changing number something like this and click on update. Student updated. You can see the updated values is there. If you will delete this student, then record deleted, and the student is deleted from this table. So this is a complete CRUD operation using ASP.NET Web application. I hope you will learn from this session. Thank you all. If you are interested to watch more videos related to ASP.NET Web development, please subscribe our channel. Thank you.